too far. Come with me with Tava. No places too far to go. We can take you around the world. Catch this flight with me with Tava. No places too far to go. New places, new faces, yeah, new zip codes. New money, NFTs and plus crypto. Only care cash no more. Digital currency on me. Overseas we back and forth. Round trips all aboard, baby. There's room at the top. We'll save a spot for you. Can't no one limit us, so you should come with me. With Tava, no places too far. Come with me. With Tava, no places too far to go. We can take you around the world. Catch this flight with me. With Tava, no places too far to go.
Wow. Come with me to Tava. No place too far to go. No, that's right. Man, this is our Tuesday night travel presentation, our Tava Worldwide presentation. My name is Tony Fleming, and I'm the host tonight. I have a great speaker that I'm gonna bring on in a second. But I see some people logging on. I see I see Tammy Clark. I see Jack, the man Jack. See Tammy Durden. Who else do I see logging on here? We got a few people logging on. My computer's a little bit slow, but we got a lot of people actually logging on right about now. So I see, who else do I see here? Now my computer wants to freeze up on me. Okay, there we go. I see Janet Reese. Who else we got coming on here? Aaron Washington. Ronald Smoot Lott, the man up in DC. Yep. So we got a lot of people logging in tonight. So let's go and get started here because we're the home of the 30-minute presentation. So make sure that y'all can get out of here in 30 minutes. But I want to introduce a young man, Mr. Pruitt, that has years and years of experience when it comes to travel. He and his wife have made 7 figures annually in the travel industry. They were great. They did a lot. They spent a lot of time in corporate America and kind of stumbled across the travel. You know, went to a meeting. He's going to tell you more about it, but he's documented. He knows 100% of the knowledge when it comes to travel. He's an expert, and he's going to give us a presentation tonight. So if I were you, if you're a guest, get your pen and paper ready because he's not going to be long, but it's going to be strong. So let's bring up Mr. Pruitt. All right, sir. How you doing? You on mute. You got your mute button on.
Thank you very much.
There you go.
For that warm introduction.
All right.
What a pleasure it is to be here. I am very, very excited to share the information that I'm going to be sharing this broadcast. So I want to begin by saying good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are as you are seeing this broadcast. I'm very, very excited to be here in your presence today. Whoever's operating the slides, I don't see any picture or anything, but I want to just say it is a tremendous pleasure once again to be here before you today. I'm going to get right to it. Let me just say this for those of you all that someone has invited you to be here. I want to just say welcome to all of you VIP guests that are here today. It is a tremendous pleasure to be able to be here before you and share with you this exciting information that you're going to see here today. I believe that you are going to see what I consider a world premiere. That means there's nothing quite like it today that you're going to see in the industry. And that's very, very exciting for me. Before we begin, I just want to point out a few things before we get started. One, I want you to look for something that regards the timing, that the timing is absolutely perfect. I want you to look for something I talk about that talks about a market shift. I'm going to talk about a world premiere, and the window of opportunity is truly open, folks. And I really want to mention that. But let me just begin before we get to the slides and all of those things. Let me just begin by asking you to dream a little bit. I'm going to ask you to just think for a moment. Um, where would you go on a dream vacation? Now, think about what kind of vacationer you are. Where would you go on a dream vacation? Think about that. Do you like the beach? Do you like the mountains? Do you like something exciting? Maybe a bucket list experience? One thing we can say for sure, folks, at traveling and getting away, one, it extends your life. People that travel at least once a year live a longer life. It extends your marriage. Statistics of happy marriages go way up, folks. Just for taking one vacation a year. In addition to all that, folks, you are healthier while you're here. So I just want to tell you that travel truly does have an impact on your entire being when you do it. So as we're talking about taking those fantastic vacations, just think about that. Whether you're finding out about this just by stumbling upon it, maybe you're looking for a little something extra in your life, a little more free time with the people that you love the most, be able to get away and spend more time with those folks. Or maybe you're looking for a window of opportunity, have a little extra income, folks. I think you're really going to be in for a treat this evening. Please bring the slides up, folks. Very good. Thank you very much. Let me begin by first sharing with you a little bit about how all of this began. You see, first thing I want to talk about is the timing. So just think about this. Back in 2011, we had a tremendous market shift. Now, a market shift means that's when something shifts from one way it's being done to another, and that creates wealth and opportunity. So right then, we had a huge contraction with the 9/11 taking place, and right after 9/11 happened, folks, things eased up and there was a travel explosion. Well, I see the same things at play here right now with what we've been through over the last couple of years. Things have contracted, but boy, they are absolutely easing up now. Do you know that travel bookings are up over 600%? All those honeymoons and those wedding anniversaries and those quick getaways and those family reunions, and people are booking those right now. So folks, let me just kind of take you back, because that tremendous market shift means there's a tremendous opportunity here. So once upon a time, just talk about the evolution of travel. Travel was booked only by travel agents. Then it shifted to the internet, which created a space for what we call home-based referring travel agents. That's where people were able to go online, book travel for themselves and others. And when they were successful at this, they received a card that got them discount bookings, prices that no one else could have, prices you couldn't find in the general public. Now, over time, more and more people liked the idea of traveling at a discount, and they stopped caring so much about booking for other people. They were looking out for themselves. Well, folks, this opened the door for what we call wholesale travel. The wholesale travel platform was created. Let me talk a little bit about that. You see, nowadays, when most people book their travel, yes, they use the internet, but they go on these highly advertised websites that they see on television, and they begin their searching expedition. They're checking this website and that website, searching and searching for the lowest price. What they don't realize is that they're searching in the retail space. You see, what those people do is they find the travel product, then they add a retail markup to it, and then they post it on those websites I was telling you about. So even though people are searching and searching for the lowest price, they're still paying that markup. So when we talk about the wholesale platform, that's when you're able to buy the travel for the real price without the retail markup. But the way this was most commonly done, folks, is something called the subscription model. Now, I want to talk a little bit about this because I want you to really understand the difference. So the way that people got to use the wholesale platform and get wholesale pricing, which was really good, but they had to pay an absorbent fee to first join, anywhere from $200 to $500, sometimes more, and then they get access to the wholesale booking. But in order to maintain this access, they had to pay a monthly fee, anywhere from $79 to $150 every month. Well, keep in mind, although the wholesale savings were pretty good. I mean, you're able to save for the same thing at the same time. You could save hundreds of dollars, but people start doing the math. I mean, think about it. If you had not booked anything after 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 months, you start wondering, why am I paying this monthly fee if I haven't gone anywhere? You start questioning the fact, Why am I paying for discount travel when I'm not using it? Then people started doing the math. They started asking themselves, well, if I add up this monthly fee for 12 months plus what I paid to join, is the savings really worth it? Well, keep in mind, folks, I want you to consider this. Think about this. Yes, everybody wants the savings. I mean, we're talking hundreds, even thousands of dollars of discount off of hotels and resorts all over the world. The same thing that you're able to get, the same room in the same place with the same restaurant, the same beach, the same sun, the same moonlight, the same sunrise, the same wind in your hair, the same experience, but not the same price. Well, let me ask you this question. What if you could just secure your savings in advance? What if there was no big fee to join and no monthly fee to have this savings? Folks, this, what I'm describing to you, is a world premiere. It doesn't exist anywhere. What I'm sharing with you now is a brand new concept that gives you exactly what you want, which is discount booking at the same places you're used to, all the same brands all over the world, the same different locations that you see elsewhere, but not the same price. Now, I want to take a moment, if I could, and just share with you exactly how it works. So when I say secure your savings in advance, I'm talking about you being able to select how much savings you would like to experience. Think about that. Would you like a little savings, medium-sized savings, big savings? Folks, we're talking about over 800,000 hotels and resorts around the world, right there in the palm of your hand, at your fingertips. Now, let me say one more time. I want you to really understand exactly how this works. We're talking about the same experience in the same place, but at the true cost, not the elevated retail markup cost, without a big fee to join and without a big monthly fee. So let me describe how it works. You go online and you type in, and up pops your booking engine. Looks exactly like this. You see up there in the top right-hand corner, that's where it says $1,000 of savings. So that means you have already gone in and secured $1,000 of savings for your booking. So now when you go in and you type in where you want to go and you type in when you want to go, that savings is there. But let me say this, folks. What if you could have $1,000 of savings for only $100? Now you're starting to see the real genius in this, folks. Let me show you how this works. I just typed in my birthday week. I put in there Cancun, and look at what popped up. Take a good look at these three options here. Now, there were hundreds available. These were just the first three that popped up. That first one there is an all-inclusive 4-star resort. The second one is an all-inclusive 4-star resort. The third one is an all-inclusive 5-star resort. Look at the savings in the first one there. That says 45% savings, folks. That means it's the same exact location, just not the same price. Now, if you look over to the right, you see where it says public price, but see where it says savings per night? That's $250 of savings. You heard me right. Per night. Look there under the 45% savings. You see where it says total savings available $1,000. Look at the second one. Folks, this is 40% savings. Again, all you can eat, all you can drink, whatever tickles your fancy, 40% savings. Now, let me ask you a question. See there under the 40% saving? It says total available savings, $980 and change. Let me ask you a question. Do you think it makes sense to spend $100 to save $980? Look at the third one there. This is 37% savings, folks. This is astronomical. Here's why I say that. You spend $100 to secure $1,000 of savings. So now you're there in Cancun, in this all-inclusive resorts, no kids, just you and someone special. You've got $940 in your pocket, in your purse, in your bank account, because you secured that savings by only spending $100. Here's another one. Take a look at this one, folks. This is a local accommodations to Houston, Texas. Now, yes, we've got exotic locations all over the world, all the name brands you're used to, but just the same city that you live in right now, the same place right up the street or right downtown. Think about that. So this is just Houston, Texas. Great, great city. Look at that, the Hyatt, the Marriott, the Intercontinental, names and brands that you already know. Think about this, folks. You've already secured $1,000 of savings. It only costs you $100. The Hyatt Regency right there, look at that. That's $379. This is for 4 days, 3 nights. That's you're saving $379 for $126 per night of savings. And look over to the right. After that experience, when you go to checkout, you've got $379 still in your pocket for the same experience, but now you've got $620 remaining. This is absolutely fantastic. But I want to stop right here for a moment. Don't advance the slides. Let me make a point. If you like what you see right now, if what you have heard so far makes sense, and you're a VIP guest, I want you to text the person that invited you here and just text them so far, hey, I like this. I like this, because this makes total sense. Now, go ahead and hit the slides. I want to show you something. You see, folks, when we're talking about how you can secure your savings, we're talking about pennies on the dollars to save 10 times or more the amount that you have secured. See, that Traveler's Advantage package right there, the first one, as I mentioned earlier, it's only $100 to receive $1,000 of savings. I want you to know, when I say savings, I mean real money in your pocket while you're there experiencing that you've saved. Now, the first class, we know the difference between first class and not first class, don't we? Well, see, first class not only gives you $3,000 of savings for $300 spent, but it gives you an extra $300 just as a first class bonus. But the most popular option available, in my opinion, that I've experienced is the Passport to Freedom. Why do I say that? Well, I say that because you're going to get $5,000 worth of savings for $500, and then they're going to give you bonus savings of $1,300, totaling $6,300 in savings. Folks, we're talking pennies on the dollar for real savings. So let me ask you a few questions. You tell me if this makes sense. Do you think it makes sense, next slide, to pay for travel savings every single month, even though you're not traveling? Of course not. Well, let me ask you another question. Think about this. Does it make sense to have savings when you want it, that it's always there when you need it? Does it make sense the more you use it, the more you save? Does it make sense you can use it as much as you like? Next slide. Does it make sense that you can get up to 65% savings, folks? 65%. Let me tell you, 10%, 20%, 30%, 40% is cool with me. I just like being able to know that I've got a little bit of a difference. When I check out, I like to feel like, man, I got a really good experience. It's a different feeling knowing that you're getting the experience as everybody else, but you were smart. You secured your savings before everyone else. Folks, we're talking about 800,000 hotels and resorts all over the world. You name a place, we've got those. You name a name brand, that too. It's all there. We even have a lowest price difference guarantee. So, folks, when I'm telling you about the things that I've shared with you so far, because I've got more to share, when I'm telling you about this is just for you to utilize for your own personal benefit, for your own personal savings. Do you think this makes sense? Again, if you do, text that person that invited you and say, you know, I like this, I'm in. This makes sense. Now, think about this. If you like it, do you think somebody else, a friend, a colleague, a neighbor, an associate that you know, if you like it, do you think some of the people you know might like this too? I mean, who doesn't want to pay less instead of paying more? Well, if you do like it and you think others may like it, folks, this could turn into a pretty powerful stream of income for you. Next slide. Now, what I want to share with you right now is how you can turn this into a business. Because what I've been talking about so far, there's no monthly fee, there's no startup cost. You just secure your savings by selecting the savings package that fits you the most, small, medium, or large size savings. You get to decide. But when you're looking at this with your business hat on, you know we have an upcoming market shift that's coming. You can already feel the travel explosion. The articles are out there. That's all over television. People are traveling. The weather is breaking. It's happening, folks. Not gonna happen. It's already happening. Wouldn't it be nice when vacations, fun and excitement, wouldn't it be nice if all of that was a business of yours? So let me just say this. When you have a business, you have business expenses. Well, what if going swimming? What if eating at the restaurant? What if walking the beach? And what if sampling the souvenirs? What if all those were business expenses so you could recommend those places to other people? You see, travel is the perfect business. Now, I want you to know every business has expenses, and so does this one here, but the expenses got pale in comparison to what you're going to receive. And I'm getting ready to share that with you. Before I do, I want to just give you a quick snapshot of how this industry and having a travel business has impacted my life. Folks, I'm going to give it to you in 10 seconds. We were looking to spend more time with our family. We thought about the idea of traveling at a discount and making a business out of it made sense. We didn't know what we were doing, but we had great coaches and teachers like you'll find here that'll grab you by the hand and walk you through your goals. Folks, next thing you know, we were receiving checks with a comma in it. We were able to retire, just work from home if we wanted to, and we did. We were able to take our annual income and turn it into a monthly income. If any of this sounds like a good idea for you, think about putting your business hats on and how you can turn what I've shared with you into a real, serious, legitimate business that you can do right from where you are right now. Next slide. The first opportunity, folks, is bring people aboard as retail customers. We have a retail pricing model and a retail profit model you see there before you. But I want you to know what I'm extremely fond of, and I make no bones about it, is our quick start bonus for those that come aboard. And these are not retail sales. These are people that come aboard and are business minded. So let me share this with you. Do you remember when I was telling you about the Traveler's Advantage, $1,000 of savings for someone spending $100? Every time that happens, you make $20. 20, 20, 20, 20. Every time it happens. Remember I talked to you about the first class and getting $3,300 in savings for only $300? Every time that happens, you make $100. That's paid to you right away next week. Now think about this. The most popular package has got the greatest value. Maybe that's why it's the most popular. $6,300 in savings for only $500. Every time somebody selects that you've referred, maybe you just whispered to them or you pointed where they can go and check out the information. Maybe they're checking it out right now because you asked them to take a look at what you're seeing now. Folks, when they come aboard, you make $200 every single time that happens. What if that happened 10 times in a month? Well, 10 times 200, folks, we're talking 2,000. What if it happened 20 times in 2 months? Well, 20 times 200, that's 4,000. Think about that. There's no limit on how many of these quick start bonuses you can earn over and over and over and over again. Well, look at this. What I'm describing to you now is how you get paid for your own efforts. But this particular stream of income here, your dual team, your binary, this allows you to earn even when you're not working, because you're able to earn off of your own efforts and the efforts of others. I call this the ultimate team pay. Nothing like getting paid by the work of the team. That's right, folks. When you work, you get paid. When others work, you're still able to earn from that. That is absolutely explosive. Now, I want to point out something here. This might be something hard for some people to imagine, but just everybody starts off slow and gets bigger and bigger as they go. But this grows up to $50,000 per week just off this one segment, folks. $50,000 a week. That's $200,000 a month just off your team pay. And if you're earning off your team pay and you've referred a few others to earn off your team pay, now you can qualify for paycheck matching bonuses on both sides of your dual team. On your left side, you got paycheck matching bonuses you can qualify for. On the right side, you got paycheck matching bonuses you can qualify for. Left and right and qualifying and check match. Think about when they pass out checks where you work right now. How many check matches do you receive? If you help somebody get a job there, will they pay you a paycheck match on that person? Because that's what happens here. Folks, it gets even better. Because not only do you earn from the retail, from the quick start bonus, from the dual team pay that pays up to $50,000 to $200,000 a month, $50,000 a week, and qualify for your own paycheck matching. Not only that, folks, but we have a cherry we like to put on top in the form of a white Porsche or a white Tesla. You got to decide which. We would love to make your car payment for you just by starting a travel business, sharing what's already so much fun to talk about. See, it's very difficult to go on a trip and save big money and come back and keep it to yourself. That's hard to do. You come back and show pictures and souvenirs, show off your suntan, and oh my God, tell about all the wonderful experiences you have. And you can't help but talk about it. No one has to train you to do that. It's human nature. What about talking and telling those stories and sharing your experiences and looking at the pictures? What if you get paid for that? Man, this is exciting. So as you're seeing this, folks, let me just wrap up by saying this. Take a look at this. Pick which savings package fits you the best. Do you want a little bit of savings? It's like a medium-sized savings package, or the most popular passport to freedom. Folks, that puts you in the driver's seat. See, I want to make sure that you understand what we're saying right now, because what we're saying right now, folks, there's nothing like this on the market. It's got all what you want, and we've taken out all the things you don't want. To secure your savings, there's no big giant setup fee. Nope, just pick the savings package that you want. To have that savings package, there's no monthly fee to secure it. Just book and go and experience. Come back and tell people. That's it. But I want to make sure that you maximize the moment. Put your business hat on here, folks. There's a real window of opportunity. So don't just take advantage of the timing and the market shift that's already going to happen. It's already going to happen with or without you. I mean, the money's going to go somewhere. Why not go to you? And also there's a world premiere right before your eyes. So many times people see things that they say, wow, I remember when that first started. I remember when cell phones were there. I remember when. Now you're seeing the secured savings program. It's just starting. You're at the top and at the beginning. You can't get any better than that. And just think about the window of opportunity that's right here before you. Next slide. So let's make sure that you're maximizing the moment that's right here before you now. Folks, this is important. There's these moments, they don't go away, just go to somebody else. So let's just make sure that whoever invited you today, that you would give them a text, say, you know, I like this, I'm in. And we want to help you get your first check next week. Back to you, Mr. Fleming.
You know, every time I see this, James, and more I watch it, it just make too much sense. You know, and it's this. I guess the challenging part is for a new person watching this for the first time. You know, again, I've watched it 6 or 7 times, and it makes sense. So I would tell a new person, just get started, man. You got a 30-day money-back guarantee. Just get started, and you'll see as you start playing with this that this thing really, 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 really works. It really does, you know. Don't wait. Don't. I mean, just get started, folks, because it just makes so much sense. It really does. And a lot of times we're so busy and we just don't have, you know, we're not thinking straight. Sometimes we, you know, it's late in the evening and we just get started. It's a 30-day money back guarantee. I can promise you that. So, but look, again, excellent presentation. We'll be back on Thursday night, same time, same bass station with James and another presentation. So if you got started tonight, you can bring somebody with you on Thursday night, 2 or 3 people, and get started and start getting money right away. Because, you know, we're in a situation now in the world where people actually need more money. Sometimes, you know, before the pandemic and before this inflation that's shooting up, you know, people got money because they really wanted to have some extra money. There's no such thing as that now. You need more money. And so you need to get started with us, and so we can show you how to do that. We can't help you till you get started. All right, but quick announcement. April 30th in Atlanta, we got a big event coming up. Go to tavaevents.com, no S, tavaevent.com, and register. There's only $20 for a representative. The guests are free. It's going to be between 3 and 6 or 3 and 7. We'll have a lot of fun. It's going to be like a little day party, too. So it's not going to be something, it's going to be a little bit different. But go to Tava Event and register, tavaevent.com. It's only $20 to register as a rep, but all guests are free. You can bring as many guests as you want. We're going to have a little food, a little drinks. We'll have all that kind of stuff there on April 30th, Saturday, April 30th in Atlanta, Georgia. Actually in Smyrna, right off of Windy Hill. We're going to be there. So until Thursday night, TavaTravelWorldwide.com. Talk to you later.
come with me. With Tava, no places too far. Come with me. With Tava, no places too far to go. We can take you around the world. Cash this fly with me. With Tava, no places too far to go. New places, new faces, yeah, new zip codes. New money, NFTs and plus crypto. Don't need care cash no more. Digital currency on me. Overseas we back and forth. Round trips all aboard, baby. There's room at the top. We'll save a spot for you. Can't no one limit us, so you should come with me. With Tava, no places too far. Come with me. With Tava, no places too far to go. We can take you around the world. Cash this fly with me. With Tava, no places too far